Well, great morning. Oh, my goodness. This morning I get up and we have, 45 is in Scotland and going to Ireland. And now Donny Dark Jr. is having a hissy fit today because Ireland wants to enact stricter hate rules against, things that are being put on the internet, etc. And so little Donny Dark is having meltdown mode about it. Now I pull the cards and it's like, oh my Lord. On little Donny Dark. And basically what the reading says is, I was raised in a past that we're wealthy. Okay, we're wealthy. Now, many times this card is about what? Gifting. But in this case is that wealthy superiority. We're above it. Okay, I was raised. I'm above it. We're above it. And you can go in and mentally destroy somebody. Okay, we have every right to put the swords in the back of anyone we choose to mentally destroy them. And this is his fantasy, illusion, and delusion of emotionality. I was raised this way. So again, if we wanted to do the four corners, we would have this superiority, the argumentative nature. We have the American public, our rules, our laws, our things, and we know the MAGA crowd. That's what they tell them. You can be your ugliest self, okay? Get out there, be nasty, be argumentative, be low down, put mental swords in anybody that you can. And it's your right to do that under freedom of speech. Well, that's not freedom of speech. That is just being heinous. But we'll go on with little Donny Dark's read. So going into it now, this is my long-term, slow-moving benefit because I come from the family of 45 and I have a right to go out there and be as obnoxious as I can be, okay? I can mentally put the spin out there because at the center of it, it's about my lies and deceit, okay? And what I'm working on, and wherever we want to go, we can go and put that out there, okay, in these darker elements, that path. Because the challenge is overturning democracy, overturning compassion. We have none of that. Compassion is a dirty word. It's a weakness, okay? Compassion and empathy is a weakness because we are ruled by what? Ego. We are ruled by ego and the things that it chains you with, and that's their illusion and delusion of darkness. That again, the clarification for that is the argumentative nature. And they think that that's strength. And that's what they teach the MAGA crowd. Okay? Unfriggin' believable. To be an ugly American. You have every right to be an ugly American, argumentative, put swords in the back, mentally destroy whoever you can destroy. That's the way my daddy raised us. And I know my daddy's right. So, yeah, and we'll see what's underneath of it. The boo-hoo thing. Oh, poor us, and how dare they put this new mentality out there about being hateful. So he wants to move this in another thing and say, we have the strength, and they're using the card of strength to put this out there, but he doesn't like it because they want to continue to what? Get away with their crap that they do all the time of going after people and just selling whatever they want to sell. Because why? They come from wealth. And if you have wealth, you should be able to get away with any of this that you want to. And he's feeling backed against the wall because they're coming against what? Manipulation. And he thinks if you're wealthy, you can just be a manipulator, okay? You can get away with whatever you want to get away with. So if we look at this and we break it down another way, at the center of it we have their fishtails, their lies, their spins, their fishtails. And according to him, at the center of it, you can put swords in the back, mentally try to destroy people in the long term. And that's what you do. When you have fishtails at the center and you think that ego is the strength of being dark, miserable, nasty, that's a strength. Because that's what Daddy raised us. The foundation is, this is the path they're walking. This dark journey. And they're under that delusion because what? I was born a Trump. And our family has every right. And this is the way I was raised by my daddy. And this is the illusion and delusion they're feeding to the MAGA crowd. Okay? That you have every right to be as nasty as you can be. So what we have above it is what's being worked on, is this message that he's putting out there, about if you're wealthy, you're privileged, and you should be able to get away with it. Or if you're following his daddy and part of the MAGA crowd, you're working to overturn compassion and democracy, okay? These people are so dark. They are so dark. So we're going to take and break it down. What's ruling this, the overarching thing with this is ego and the illusion of strength that they're trying to feed to the American public, okay? If you're egotistical and you're in delusion and darkness, that's a strength, okay? That's a strength for America. I kid you not. So again, we have, especially if you come from a family of wealth and you're superior, because the wealthy are more superior, and you're just lucky whatever kind of little bits and drabs and drops they're going to give you for the long term. This is what they're working on, okay? Nasty, nasty, nasty people. Because they're under this illusion and fantasy that he's got, being raised in the family that he's raised in, that this fishtail they're putting out, this message of lies and spins and fishtails about walking away and overturning compassion and democracy, okay? Because they are on that dark agenda to walk away from democracy, walk away from compassion, walk away from the things of spirit, the things of genuineness. Because that's what we see they have in this fake Christian church of this uber right, what do they call it? A Christian church of, it's an ego-based thing of wealth, domination, etc. Talk about Jesus and carry an AK-47, okay? It's basically a white supremacist BS drama. So again, the message, you should be able to go out and mentally destroy anybody you can. How dare they enact laws and things against putting out vitriolic hate on the net? Because that's what we do. It's all right to be hateful and argumentative and miserable people and go after and attack anybody we want. Okay? This is their mental framework. Unfreaking believable. Now that, I tell you what, you read that and you can just see it just dripping with that. I come from a wealthy family. That's the way I was raised. My daddy said you go out and mentally destroy them, put swords in the back, lies, hate, whatever, to get where you want to be. The ends justify the means. Doesn't matter what you do as long as you come out on top a winner. Oh, hateful, hateful family, and just so delusional. And then we see him interviewing his daddy, and his daddy threw him under the bus every single time his son tries to set him up, for this thing, and his dad just throws him under the bus, dismisses him, gives him a dirty look. So Junior's doing all he can to get in his daddy's good graces, and look what I'm doing, I'm setting you up for this thing, and his dad throws him under the bus every time. Just nasty, nasty family. And to be raised in that type of an attitude of you just destroy whoever you can destroy. Okay, swords in the back, mentally destroy them. Take them down. We have ones like him and these. Marjorie Taylor Greene is right out there. Boebert, we have those ones. Also, what's his name? Matt Gaetz, Jordan, all of them are in that same ilk of dark, ego-run drama of just do whatever it takes, put whatever lies and hate out there that you can do, plant those seeds of doubt, plant those seeds, project whatever you're doing that's hateful, you put it on somebody else. So they don't look at you. No, don't look at our family. Look over there. And that's what he continues to try to do with Biden. And no matter what Hunter has done, they want to make that reflect on his father, okay? Like his father is culpable. Just nasty, nasty people. So anyway, I'm going to leave this here. So, Donny Dark Jr. is crying in his beard today, whining and bemoaning the fact that Ireland is going to put stricter things in law about hate on the internet, okay? Oh, my Lord. So it just shows what these people are at the core of being. It's all their egotistical Karen type of mentality of, we see the Karens out there that just go off on somebody because they do something that this particular Karen is not happy with. And my apologies to anyone whose name is Karen, but you know what I mean. This is not according to your name. This is according to that mentality of just anger and explosive hate and this being so entitled. It's this entitlement of the world needs to revolve around me. How many of these narcissistic people are out there that the world revolves around them? Okay? And it's everybody else's problem when there's something that they don't like, and the world needs to kowtow to them, whatever it is that they've got in their sick mentality as to how things should be. Oh my goodness. So on this note, you just pity them. I know that's not a mindset I would want to live in. This hate, vitriolic hate that's going all day. It's just toxic. It's like living in a toxic sewer all the time. And they are welcome to it. I know I want nothing to do with living in a toxic sewer. So on that note, I'm going to leave this here, but I couldn't believe it when the cards came out, and you see that just very clearly. No, we were raised like this. If you are in the upper echelon of society, you shouldn't have to deal with that. And you can destroy whoever you want, okay? And that's their illusion of drama that they're in, and they think that's being strong. They think that's a strength. No, it just shows that they're failed within themselves. They have no happiness, no grounding within themselves. And they're running on fear, and they're running on lack, and they're running on all of these negatives rather than having any type of a positive in their life. So on that note, I'm going to leave this here, and I'll see you online.